And on the line is Lieutenant Michael Waltz. I guess I should mention that he is the congressman representing Florida's 6th congressional district, but somehow I don't find that as admirable as being a combat veteran, a Green Beret, and a man who knows what service really means. How are you, sir?
I'm great, Joyce. I'm great. Okay. It's good to be on with you again, and I'm talking to you from the inaugural Trump bus tour, and I'm on here with our great attorney generals, Ashley Moody, former Attorney General Pam Bondi, and Corey Lewandowski, President Trump's former campaign manager.
That's awesome. And what kind of reception are you guys getting from the people out there?
Oh my gosh, it's overwhelming. People are fired up. They're excited. I mean, we just left the villages, and we're heading over to Ocala, Gainesville, really all through North Florida, and then they're going to be heading down to South Florida.
That's awesome. And, you know, I have to tell you, I've been watching carefully all of the things that you've been involved in the Capitol building, and I must say, you got up there and you got to work immediately. And it must be difficult to have to face the fact that some of your colleagues up there don't want to get anything done. They just use every issue as a political football for the upcoming election.
Yeah, you know, honestly, Joyce, some days I think Afghanistan was a little bit easier than Washington, D.C. But look, I'm up there to get things done. The president, if you look at what he has gotten done, just in a few years, from justice reform that people have been trying to do for decades to a new branch of the military, tax reform, first time since the 80s, thousands of deregulation, hundreds of judges. When we work together, Republicans can get a lot of things done, despite Pelosi, AOC, Schumer, the mainstream media, and everything else they're throwing at us.
Yeah, because when you come right down to it, you get no fair representation. Everything gets twisted around. And, you know, all of a sudden, because this president said, I have a pen and a phone, there's a catastrophe happening. I remember Barack Obama saying that and doing it quite frequently.
Oh, yeah, right. So it's just total hypocrisy. It was fine when Obama did it. To shift around his vision of immigration. But when we have people literally hurting from a century, one in a century pandemic that once again came from China, thank you very much. He's doing what he can to help them when Congress, failed. And it wasn't as though the administration, Mitch McConnell, didn't try time after time. Let's pass this. Let's talk about this later. No, Pelosi wanted all or nothing. She wanted, as her number 3 said, Representative Clyburn, this is an opportunity. This pandemic is an opportunity to transform America in line with their progressive vision. That's a quote from him. So it was either her $3.5 trillion wish list or nothing. And that's really unfortunate. The president took action.
Yeah, no, I'm glad he did. And I'm also glad that I have you guys up there working as hard as you do, Congressman Brian Mast, and even Senators Rubio and Scott. I've been pleasantly surprised at how hard they've been at work. Now, all I'm going to ask is, can you get U.S. Space Force here to Florida?
I'm fighting hard for it. We got the Air Force to basically completely reverse road they were going down, reopen the competition. It should be fair and transparent. Florida should have the chance to make its case. And as you know, space is in our DNA. Yep. Since the 1960s, we have the human capital, we have the expertise and the corporate knowledge. And I expect, it was so great, Joyce, to get the president down, not once but twice, for that SpaceX launch, relaunching America. The 21st century space race is on. The Chinese and Russians are up to no good. That's why we need a space force to protect everything we have up there. Any other president would have taken a decade to get a new branch of the military stood up. He got it done in a year. And we're off and running with it. It's incredible, too, the private sector leading the charge, innovating, entrepreneurship. all of those pieces. So I'll keep fighting that fight to get it right here in Florida.
I appreciate that. And just keep fighting the good fight. I know there have got to be days, like you said, where Afghanistan, searching for Bowe Berghdal seemed easier than what's going on now. Thanks so much. Thank you for your service. Thanks for coming on. Give my best to everybody on the bus, and I'll see you soon.
Yeah, will do. And as Biden is deciding who to pick, he's looking at Susan Rice, who declared Berghdal a hero. We can never forget that. It was a slap in the face to me, my men, and the entire military. Thanks so much for bringing that up, Joyce.
All right, and thank you, Michael Waltz, the representative from the 6th District of Florida, and a mighty fine man.